One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from KC. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Throwing right away is Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Second and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Keely Ringo comes up from the secondary to make the play. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. Flag comes in as he's forward for about 3 yards, but we'll need to check on the call. On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Araiza to punt. Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A big play after being backed up. 37 yards. And in motion is Brown. A first down throw for Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he will go It's his third touchdown of the year. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. That's the safety, Marcus Epps, who brings him down.
Second down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and a long way to go. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Here's Matt Araiza now. And John to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And not the greatest of efforts there, as this one will land out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll find his receiver, Johnny Wilson. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. In motion, that's the tight end, Granson. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
To the air again. Hurts. That's caught. A.J. Dillon. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
Hurts will try it again. That is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
From the 1, second and goal. Again, Hurts. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll begin this on the ground with Smith. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Back at the 31-yard line.
So 1 quarter in the books in this rematch of Super Bowl 57. 14-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. He's taken down just shy of midfield. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, KC.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 1. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
57 colors.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Yellow. 180.
On the give, it's Smith. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Worthy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Yellow. Argo 50. Yellow. Yellow. 43.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there, but that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage, and I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
15.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
A second down throw for Hurts. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They get 16 on that connection. First down, Philadelphia. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Hurts again. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
To throw on second down is Hurts. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They'll come up here first and 10.
First down, Eagle.
He'll get up and clock it here, and they're set up to possibly get 3 before the break. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
On second down, Hurts. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Third and long for Hurts. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run it to start the drive, and here is Smith. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up second down.
From the 29, here's second down and a yard. Quick throw, going to be caught by Worthy. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 9. Throwing is Mahomes. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now a carry for Hunt. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13.
Attack, attack!
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Run inside with Smith. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Smith. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Once again, it's Smith. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
At the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time?
43!
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Rasheed Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs. And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. Now, Mahomes. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. Things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 78 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the fourth quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Attack, attack! Hey, 43, 43, 15. Easy.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And will knock him down just shy of the 40. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. An incompletion. Noah Gray, the tight end, was the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday on something. 50, yellow.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Once again, it's Barkley. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Jalen Watson on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That's the All-Pro 3 years running, Chris Jones. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here comes the Eagles punt team. And he's on to punt for just the second time in this game. And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
20-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. He'll let one go down the middle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Here's Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Trim it.
Now Barkley. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
In motion, that's the tight end, Granson. Open man, right side, he's got it. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. A run with Barkley. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. found nothing. And they get him down well.